The next thing I know, there was a lady waking me up saying it was all over. So, you know, it wasn't one of those things where I stayed awake during the whole thing and couldn't talk or nothing like that. That type of stuff that you hear on TV. It wasn't like that at all. It was just went to sleep and they woke me up, you know. And I remember when I woke up, they were pushing me into my room, and I remember some of my family being in there, and they pulled the curtain around and helped me get into the bed I would be sleeping in that night. And I remember my mama saying good night to me and leaving, and I remember my son giving me a kiss on the face and my sister sitting on the couch. And I remember my aunt being there, and she pulled up a chair. It was like the one thing I'll never ever forget. She pulled up a chair beside my bed, and she just held my hand and she just rubbed my hand for like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. And I remember it felt really good because my hand was actually swelling then. It had already started to swell. But she, I don't know, I told her to do that. Could have been God. But she sat there and rubbed my hand for like 2 hours, I don't know. And she just sat there and rubbed it, and it just, I don't know, I fell asleep. And anytime I would feel any pain, my sister would say, hit the button. And I'd get that morphine or whatever was in there, and you know. And the next day I came in, the nurses came in to check on me, and the physical therapist came in to make sure I could get up and walk down the hallway and stuff like that. I wasn't even in any pain at all. There was no pain. I guess I had so many meds up in me. They showed me how to empty my drainage bulbs because I had 2 little bulbs attached to me. I had 2 bulbs attached to my side, running up my armpit from where they had to take out my lymph nodes. So fluid drains through, you know, it runs through your lymphatic system or whatever. So this is like draining extra fluid out. And they fill up, and then I have to dump them and measure them and write it down. So they showed me how to do that. And that was kind of tricky at first, but, you know, once you find your own system, then it gets easier. And I remember my sister, she went out and got camisoles and stuff like that, those things that I needed. And, you know, I remember a lady coming in from the oncology department at the hospital, and she gave me some brochures and a bag, and she gave me this cute little pillow. It kind of looks like a butterfly to me, and it has a little breast cancer ribbon on it. But there's a polka dot on one thing, but it was one of the best things, I tell you, because I could stick it up under my armpit like this. It fit perfectly under my armpit, and it would like take away a lot of pain when I did have pain or pressure from the fluid or anything like that. I could always hold on to it, or when I was trying to stand up, I could put it here and push myself up, you know, and I wouldn't strain my chest or my arm or anything. So, you know, if you ever do have to go through that, I hope somebody comes in your room and gives you a pillow. So I do appreciate that. And then they checked me out and wheeled me down to the car, put me in the car, and I went home. And it was simple as that. It was surgery for a few hours. I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning and I went home. I went home that next day. It was one day, you know. And like I know if I had a double mastectomy, it probably would have been a lot harder because I could push up with my other hand a little, you know, but not at all with my right hand. But it probably would have been a lot harder than and I've probably been wishing I could stay longer in the hospital. But I know, like, a lot of people, when they had the mastectomy, the insurance won't cover them staying longer than overnight or whatever. And I hear about some people having to go and they can't make it home right away because sometimes you go to the hospital when you have these surgeries done, but the hospital is far away from your house. So I've heard about some people having to go, and after they have their stuff done, they go to a hotel or whatever until the next day until they can make the trip home. And it wouldn't have to be like that if insurance would go ahead and cover at least 2 nights or whatever. So, you know, but I did go home, and I was fine when I got home. I had people there to help me. You know, I went to my parents' house, so my mama was there, my daddy was there. My sister had come home. I had 2 sisters there, so I wasn't by myself. I had help with my son and everything. So, you know, that's how it is. So, I will stop for now, and I will talk to you again in the next video. And I'll show you, I guess I'll show you chemicals and stuff like that. So, just so you know what to expect, what the stuff looks like. And, you know, I won't get naked or anything. I don't think anybody wants to see that, but I'll show you. Alright. Peace. Be aware.